What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Stock Holiday, right back at you again with the latest and the greatest in these cryptocurrency markets. Do me a quick favor, hit that like button, press that subscribe button. Now let's get into it. Bitcoin is holding up strong. Cryptocurrency market is still holding up strong. You know, we have some geopolitical things that is happening in the background. Nevertheless, the markets are holding strong. In the past, we've seen some geopolitical things, whether it was a war, whether it was some tariffs, that would really bring the market down, that would really start to get things start to tank. I've seen so many people say, oh, there's something going on overseas, military strikes, XYZ, the market's getting ready to crash. That is not the case that we are seeing right now. We're in a whole different space right now with 2026. 2025 is done with. We still got a little bit of a bad taste in our mouth from 2025. We still want to react like it's 2025. Once things start to move, once we really start to make some space and get into a whole different sector, a whole different area of the market. I mean, the market runs in cycles. We're just in a whole different area in the market. Like we saw 2025, we were in that area and we saw a lot of positive things happen. There was a lot of positive sentiments that occurred and the market just did not respond like we thought it should. Well, that was because we were just in that particular spot in the market to where the market was just not going to run up because 2025 was already identified as far as it was going to be on a downtrend as far as crypto. But we did see the stock market pump strong in 2025. We did see precious metals pump strong in 2025. You can go back and look at cycles before, and we've seen this, and we saw cryptocurrency follow stock market. We saw cryptocurrency pump after the stock market and pump after precious metals pump. That is kind of what we're seeing right now and what we may be continue and to see. Who knows? We don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. Let me go ahead and get this out the way. This is not financial advice. Anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell any crypto. This video is strictly for educational and entertainment purposes only. Before investing into anything, please consult with a professional financial advisor. But we're going to take all the wins. We're going to take all the green days. I remember the first green day that we had a few days ago. I said, hey, this may just be that one day. Tomorrow may be a reversal, but we've seen a continuation of green days, which is excellent. Been a very long time since we've seen a continuation of multiple consecutive green days. So we're just going to take it. Not going to get too high. Like I always say, when the market's running up, chill out. Stay level-headed. Don't get too high. Same way when it's going down, don't get too low when the market's getting low. But Bitcoin is holding strong right now, almost $94,000. Even though the all-time high for Bitcoin is $125,000, $126,000. So $95,000 is a long way from $125K. But considering where we was, $80,000, considering where the market sentiment was, and some of our thoughts thinking that we were going to go below $80,000, to be at $93,600 is a win. That is something that we're going to take, something that's kind of exciting. So we're going to rock, we're going to roll with that. You take a look at the Bitcoin dominance. It is starting to slide in a downward direction. This is what we have been talking about for a very long time, watching the Bitcoin dominance. We've been watching it like a hawk. We can recite the Bitcoin dominance like the back of our hand. We can tell you what the Bitcoin dominance was in October, November, December, so forth and so on, because this is one of the indicators that we have been watching on a daily basis. Today it's at 58.88%, below the 59% mark, which is excellent. Fingree index is continuing to tick up every day. Fingree index is at 42. I remember when the Fingree index was at 22, I said, what would the markets be looking like when the Fingree index get to the 40s? Well, guess what? We're here. The Fingree index is at 42. What are the markets looking like? Bitcoin is not too far off from where it was when the Fingree index was 22. Altcoins are in the midst of having a change. Altcoins are in the midst of shifting. We saw Bitcoin do its thing. Bitcoin performed well. Bitcoin did not do anything out of the norm. Altcoins were the issues. Altcoins is where a lot of the fear, uncertainty, and doubt was looming over. Everybody had doubts about altcoins. A lot of people were saying, should I even be in altcoins? Let me just go ahead and sell all my altcoins and put it in Bitcoin. I can vividly remember the last cycle, which was my first full cycle. I did the same thing. Not because that was the market sentiment, because I wasn't really following, wasn't in the cryptocurrency community. It was just me kind of running around as a lone wolf, as a solo. And I was saying, I was in altcoins, had a little bit in Bitcoin, but I was heavy in altcoins. Bitcoin would be pumping, running up, altcoins would be getting destroyed. I say, damn, why am I in altcoins? I should just be in Bitcoin. So I'm moving stuff around. I get to selling my altcoins, get into Bitcoin, and Bitcoin holds still. Bitcoin not moving a lot. Then altcoins start to shoot up. I said, damn, every time I sell, seems like my coins go up. That's the importance of being patient. I was looking at one of my portfolios earlier. My portfolio had got kind of beat down. I think one of my portfolios was down to 37K, 37,000. Looked at that thing today, $52,000. Just because altcoins move around. When you take a look at altcoins move faster than Bitcoin in the upward direction and in the downward direction. You take a look at coins like Render. Render is at $2.18 today, up 25% in one day. That is what altcoins can do. I don't think I've ever seen Bitcoin up 25% in one day in the last two cycles. XRP back to $2.15. Solana back at $135. Those are decent recovery levels. Do we want to see those plays get higher than that? Yes, we want to see XRP get higher than $2.15. But considering where it was, $2.15 is a great number to continue to ascend at. Solana at $135. Do we think it's going to get higher than a 135? Yes, we do. But considering where it was, $135 is a good look to watch coins like Solana and XRP and Ethereum, $3,174. Think Ethereum even touched $3,200. 12.5% dominance for Ethereum. And we know Ethereum is the big bad boy. Any particular time, Ethereum can just moonshot. Ethereum can run up 10, 12, 15% in one day. That is huge. We talking about $300, $400, $500 in one day. So we could see a $4,000 Ethereum soon. Just looking at it right now, it's hard to imagine. Like, hold up, man. It's only $3,100. It's only $3,200. What you mean 4,000? This is cryptocurrency. When altcoins start to run up, these numbers change very quick. $2.15 XRP, we'll be talking about $3 before you know it. $135 Solana, we'll be talking about $200 before you know it. This is cryptocurrency. This is why we're in cryptocurrency, because of the high volatility to the upside. We like to try to find where the bottom is. We like to try to figure out where the low points are. We saw extreme fear. That was the playbook. That was the cheat code. We saw extreme fear. Load the boat have always been the right thing to do when you see extreme fear in any market. Folks was loading the boat. Some folks was exiting. We were on the doggone Titanic. I mean, that thing was rocking. Water coming inside our ship. We didn't know if we was going to sink or whatever. But what did we do? Kept on rocking. I'm playing the violin. Another brother back there playing the drums. Somebody on vocals. The Titanic was rocking. We was getting our butt kicked. Now, hopefully, we can start to get some stability. Hopefully, we can start to get some balance and see some recovery and see a relief rally, or even see a trend to the upside for 2026. Nobody is expecting 2026 to be bullish. Just when nobody expects it, that's when that doggone thing delivers. Take a look at 2025. What did everybody expect in 2025? What got delivered to us in 2025? So cryptocurrency is different. This is not like Yogi Bear say. This is not like your average bear. This is different. You take a look at the Dow Jones. Even the Dow Jones is kicking butt today. We're up 685 points in the Dow Jones. Always good to be diverse when with your investments. Yeah, I got some skin in the game in cryptocurrency. I got some skin in the game in stocks. Over there in the Patreon, I put a list of some of the stocks that we should probably be looking into based upon some of the geopolitical things that took place over the past few days. Took a look at some of the aerospace stocks, some of the oil and energy stocks. You take a look at those stocks today, they're up. So whoever got those plays that we dropped over there in the Patreon, shouts out to you. You making money today. But that is how you have to be. You have to plan. You have to strategize. You have to be proactive. You have to do things before things take place. So when you see something happen in the geopolitical realm, you have to think, what's going to happen next in the market based on what just occurred? Put them plays out there. Them plays are kicking butt. Them plays are probably going to be kicking butt for a little bit, for a while. So even the Coinbase stock is up about 8% today. Cryptocurrency is recovering. As altcoins recover, cryptocurrency recover. Bitcoin, Coinbase is going to follow. The Bitcoin mining plays are going to follow. Extreme fear. We were buying the bottom. We saw Coinbase stock hit $419 in July. Right after, in April, it hit a bottom of $182 for the year of 2025. Now it's back at $253. Do you think it's going to get back to that high of $419? Or do you think it's going to stay at $253? Coinbase is like Bitcoin. It's going to continue to make all-time highs. It's going to continue to be volatile, like Bitcoin. You take a look at the mining plays that we're in, Marathon, Riot, and all those plays that we're in. Those coins are going to continue to be volatile. But when the cryptocurrency market is going up, those coins and those stocks are going to go up very fast. Cryptocurrency, a new asset. We're still learning what this asset is. We're still learning how this asset moves. Not a lot of data, not a lot of historical data on cryptocurrency. But the little bit that we got, we're trying to figure out the little bit of information that we got over the past 16, 17 years that Bitcoin, cryptocurrency been around. We're trying to figure things out. Like I always say, all you got to do is get it right once. You get cryptocurrency right one time, whew, you can change your tax bracket. Get it right one time, and that's it. So we're just trying to be patient because we know patience is very important in cryptocurrency. That's why sometimes I try not to look at my portfolio, because if I look at my portfolio, then my natural human instincts are going to kick in. Going to start to panic because that's natural human instincts. Going to be thinking about selling because that's natural human instincts. So you really have to surround yourself around like-minded folks who are kind of helping you stay out of your own head, who's trying to talk and have you look at things from the other lens. Say, hold up, man, we're at extreme fear. What do you mean selling? Hold up, man, what about this? What about these other things we have coming in the next 3 months? We're not worried about right now. Yeah, we know it's doom and gloom right now, but what about the next 3 months? What about the next year? So very important to be involved in the cryptocurrency community. If you want, come on over there, join us in the Patreon. We would love to see you over there. We have a great and awesome cryptocurrency community. But like I say, I just continue to come to you guys every day, just to continue to give you that good encouragement. Coming to you guys every day to give you that good motivation. And that's all I got for you on this one. It's your boy, Stock Holiday, and I'm out.